Diane, I'm from Superhounds and I'm a qualified dog trainer and behaviourist, and here's a puppy lesson from me. Okay, so recall with our puppies is the number one most important behaviour to teach to make sure that your dog is safe. We all want a dog that we can take to the park, he can go and play with his friends, we can call him and he comes rushing straight back to us. So it's the one thing that we need to teach early, and it's the one thing that we are going to continually teach throughout your puppy's life, throughout your dog's life. And all we're going to do is we're going to say their name, puppy come, we have our hand out, they come and touch their nose to your hands and we feed. So to get them away from us, we might throw a treat away from us, which gets them away. The minute they've taken that treat, puppy come, and they come running in and touch their nose to your hands. They come in nice and close. We want to start off doing it in somewhere like a garden or in your kitchen. We want to make it easy. It's going to be hard for us to go out to the park where there's lots of distractions for your puppy to be able to listen and come back to you because there's so many other things going on. So we need to think about how we set our puppies up for success, how we can make the environment the least distracting so that our puppy is able to achieve what we're asking. So don't take him to the park, let him off lead and then expect him to come back from his friends, because it's not going to happen. So what we do is we set it up, like I said, in a nice non-distracting environment. We do it in the garden, throw a treat away, puppy come, he comes in nice and close. We're not going to do it at long distances, we're going to keep the distances nice and short to start off with. Throw your treat away, puppy come, comes and touches his nose, good, and then reward. Whether you reward with toys, whether you reward with treats, make sure that you give them a nice reward for coming. So the next stage of our recall for our puppies, when we go out to the park, again we need to make sure that they're going to be safe. So I always recommend using a 5 metre long lead, so it's just a long training lead that just trails on the floor. It's attached to their harness so that if we need to step on it, it's not going to pull on their collar. It's not going to put any pressure on the neck, so we have it on a harness. I recommend using a 5 metre lead because it's not too long that it's going to get all tangled up. The dogs will get tangled, they'll untangle themselves, don't worry about it. But it enables us to teach our dogs a nice 5 metre boundary, so they never go more than 5 metres away from us. When they go towards the end, we just gently stand on it, they turn around and check in, we can reward that. We can either throw a treat to them or we can do more of a formal recall and get them to come and touch their nose to our hand with our little puppy come recall. Once you've got them really good on the 5 metre boundary, then we can then think about extending it and maybe taking them off lead. But the 5 metres is going to give you 5 metres of confidence that you can always get your dog back, whatever it's doing, whether it's playing with its friends. If your puppy goes and plays with its friends and you're calling it repeatedly and it's ignoring you, the consequence for your puppy ignoring you is a positive one. And it's a positive one because it gets to play with its friends for an extra 10 minutes and then you end up going and grabbing it, putting it on lead and then calling it away. What happens is the puppy learns very quickly when you call it, it gets put on lead and it gets taken home. So we can also have a think about in terms of rewards. We can think about when you call your puppy away from playing with his friends, the reward might be that you send him back in to go and have another 10 minutes of play with his friends. So it's not always a negative thing. Being called and having the lead put on is not always negative. It can be a massive positive. It can be a huge positive too.